Oh my god, I forgot about the announcement. Ah, shit, fuck, god damn it. Hello? God damn. Alright, hello everybody! Sorry. Hello Jeremy, hello Void Dweller. Sorry, I'm still reeling from the 1-2 punch of the freaking last episode of season 1 of Witch from Mercury and like the and the announcement and the new Arknight stream. Oh god, let me fucking, god damn it. Let me just type that here. Okay, there we go. There we go. Hello, Tinkerland. Hello, Holland Rosh. Welcome to the stream. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's the old start time just because. So much other stuff is going on today. Let's get that fucking gambler jack. I know where the last piece is. It's in Bose for whatever reason. Like, why would anyone go there right now? Hello, Coastabile. Welcome to the stream. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh no, Voidwiller. That's the, you're talking about the, Japanese stream. I'm using the CN. I was talking about the CN server stream. Which shows new stuff that we're gonna get in 6 months. They announced the new Sui sibling, and yeah, chapter 12 is coming. A whole bunch of shit. New game modes. There's so many fucking game modes now. It's insane. And base is still in beta. Base will never not be beta. I can't even imagine it. Oh yeah, that's right. Minoria Village. Oh yeah, let's talk. Oh, I forgot. Shit, fuck. We still have some other things to do, don't we? Let's go to the orphanage and talk to people there. Soldiers.
The CEO told us to protect this spot. If the worst happens, we'll take the women and children and evacuate them to patrol ship. Man, I hope things don't get that bad.
Well, that is so nice. And we even get scenes. Man, chopping wood's pretty hard. But if I don't do it, Matron Teresa's gonna have it even harder.
Hey, Clem. Seems like you're doing well.
Ah! Joshua!
It's been a while, Clem. I heard from Estelle you've been working hard to help out.
Of course. I'm not slacking off on weeding or taking care of the chickens or nothing. I gotta work hard for everyone.
Yeah, good thinking. I know there's a lot of stuff right now, but helping out everyone you can, okay? We're doing our best to help out too.
Haha, got it. I'll do my best to help as much as you. Chicken. Chicken. Hello, you.
Hey, Polly, long time no see.
Wow, it's Joshua. You seem quite different. Different, but you still look cool, so I guess it's okay.
Thank you.
Hello, Ib Memer. Welcome to the stream. Member, sorry. Oh my god. Joshua doesn't look that different. Is it you, Joshua?
Yeah, it's been a while, Mary. Did I surprise you? I know I'm dressed a bit differently.
No, not at all. Your clothes are, really cool.
Thanks.
If you're looking for Matron Teresa, she's inside. You should say hi. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know it was an L. Sorry. Okay. Because there's an indie horror game called Ib. I didn't realize that. Oh, hello, Doors. An apparition. Welcome to the stream. It's okay. We just started, Doors. All right. Guppy Force. Oh my God. Bring Tita to the weapon shop in ruin. Thank you, Guppy Force. Oh wow. I'm sure she'd be happy if you did. Definitely. Talk to Matron Teresa. I think there's one more kid. Where are they? No. There should be another kid, I think, right? I guess they're inside. Yep.
Whoa. It's Joshua. Hi, Daniel. It's been a while. Have you been a good boy?
Yeah. I decided to help Matron Teresa, just like Clem. Today, what are the plans?
I see. Good job, Daniel.
So cute.
Estelle and Joshua. Welcome.
Matron Teresa, I'm very sorry to have worried you.
Aye, Joshua, please. Stay with Estelle from now on. That is all I would ask of you.
I will.
Thank you, Matron Teresa.
I see now that there was no need to worry. I'm sure Chloe's very relieved.
That reminds me. Matron Teresa, about Chloe. She's not with us, she's...
Yes, I hear she's in the capital. Sieg delivered a letter from her to me.
I see.
That Sieg for you just can do basically anything the plot desires.
Based on her letter, she's having plenty of trouble on her side too. From the context, I could feel a very decisive will to face some kind of problem directly. I don't know what kind of decision that represents, but I'm confident that girl will find her own path.
Ah! Yeah, I think so too. This game is called Trails in the Sky. Second chapter. Oh, that's it. Well, that was some nice scenes. I'm glad we didn't miss. Hello, Zarmagus. Welcome to the stream. All right, so I was told by Guppy Force to take Tita to the weapon shop here, so I got to change characters. Just briefly. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I didn't do the announcement. The ending of Witch from Mercury that threw me into a loop. Of season 1, anyway. God. Ah! Wow. Oh my god. Yeah, let's change characters.
Let's do it! Oh, okay.
Hello, T. Welcome to the stream. Oh no, that's the orphanage. Where? Where is that fucking weapon shop? God damn it. There's the Bracer Guild. There it is. Oh, my braces. I heard you guys solved the case at the academy. Yeah, somehow. couldn't have done it without Karna and the rest helping us out, though. It was Void Dweller. It was just yesterday.
I'm glad to hear my collection helped out a bit.
Your collection?
That's right, the gun Karna was using.
Yes, handling gunpowder firearms is quite difficult. Though with Karna's skills, I figured she wouldn't have any problem. But what surprised me most was the girl was shooting alongside her.
Who's that? Are you Tita? Huh? Yeah, that's right, but,
What do you need with Tita?
Well, actually, I have a bit of business with her. How to put this? If you don't mind, could I have a little bit of your time?
What did you want to talk about?
Yes, about that. First, would you mind to show me your gunpowder cannon?
Okay.
Oh wow, she's gonna get a new weapon for free, I guess. Tita took out her favorite Gatling cannon. Oh, is she gonna make it work without ornament? I thought so, yes. Ah, I knew it.
Huh?
Tita, do you know what this model is?
Yes. It's what's called the CZ series. So the first models in that line. Grandpa said it's really rare. There's only a few in the world or something.
I see, yep, I see. Yes, that's right. Do you know anything else about it?
I didn't know that much about weapons myself.
Oh god, tomatoes, tours. Oh god.
Apparently there was a problem with the initial model's basic structure, so it wasn't able to live up to design specifications. As a result, the firepower was upgradable, the attack range wasn't adjustable. Next generation models improved though, apparently.
I'd say she knows plenty.
Yeah, seriously.
I see. Well, if you know that much, then this is simple. So, Tita, have you heard about the F parts produced by the Rhineford Company?
Yeah, they're the final parts to complement the CZ series weak points, right? I heard they only work with relatively new models.
Actually, these are F parts for that initial model. Would you believe that if I said it?
Is that true?
Yes, it is indeed. But there's little demand for them, so there's not many around, but they certainly exist. Now here's the real point. As it happens, by total coincidence, a set of these parts is in this very store.
Really?
Really? I'd like you to have these F parts.
Oh, and that's... Are you sure?
Of course. I owe y'all for saving my little sister at the academy.
Huh?
Besides, it'd be a real waste to just let them rust.
It doesn't feel right just taking something for free. You don't get weapons to save the world for free in RPG.
Well, hey. Why don't you just accept them? If it still bothers you, you can pay her back some other way.
Agate.
Wow, did I have to bring agate too?
Are you sure?
Of course. That's why I mentioned it. Do you know how to install the parts?
Yeah, probably. I am some kind of wonderkind. If you don't mind, could I borrow some space? I'll put them on right away.
That's perfectly fine. CZF, I'm guessing it's called. Oh, it's an S. Oh my god!
I thought it was a weapon, but it was actually S-craft. Oh my god. Cannon Impulse F. Wow. Hell yeah.
Well done, perfectly upgraded. This should make it quite a bit different now.
Yes. I'll be sure to try it right away. This is like so insanely missable. Thank you so very much. Wow. How would anyone ever even think to do this? How would... Too bad, like, I'm not going to use Tita now, obviously, because, you know, I only have one Endjammer Canceller, but, like, that's crazy that she gets, like, a special S-craft.
Let's do it! Right!
Alright, now let's see if there's anyone to talk to in Minoria Village. Time to run all the way across the beach. Stepping on the beach. Doo, 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 doo. Lately, young folk has been coming to learn cooking from me. After all, old cooking methods don't need much more than a pot. You can make a meal with nothing more than the fire in your fireplace. I just think it'd be so awkward to use like a fireplace for cooking. I can't even imagine how you would even do that. Like, I guess like the open part is bigger. Like, the patrol ship's still grounded on the beach. Not that they have many options. What with ordnance not working and all. Honestly, they should just stay here. I'd be more than happy to lend them a helping hand.
That injured soldier's gotten a lot better. It's not like the patrol ships can fly, so I hope he's able to rest up.
Is that him? Let's see.
My wounds aren't serious, so it should be fine for me to return to the ship. People at the lodge are so kind, though, it's hard to leave him. Thanks to all this mess lately, I got a real sense of where my duties lie. Protecting people like this is what a soldier does. It's why we're needed. It's a great feeling.
Well, that's lovely. Cut. Alright, there we go. Hey, Elder.
Minoria is surrounded by nature, so it's not hard to find firewood. If worse comes to worse, we can catch cool wild birds and fish, and even find wild vegetables to eat. Big cities like the capital don't really have that option now. If the situation drags on, the biggest danger is to the urban centres.
It's been a long time since I'd used fire to cook something. I'm learning some old simple cooking techniques from old Miss Corita. The older generation sure do know something about everything. Alright, finally. Now, we go. Time. This is the way to the fucking lighthouse of Mid. Now it's time for Gambler Jack at long last. Oh my god. It's been 5,000 years. Crone Trail, get the fuck out of here. I just want my Gambler Jack. Yeah, Chrome Pass checkpoint is a whole big to-do. Let's go. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I'm so glad for the cloak. God, this would be infuriating without the cloak. Gambler Jack, if you remember the other books, Void Dweller, Gambler Jack is gonna take the whole stream to read. And like, how many? I can't imagine we have too many streams left. It's really just the final dungeon after this, I imagine. Which is gonna be like 2 to 3 episodes max. I assume. I could be wrong. Oh no, that's the way to Ravenous. Because we've done everything we need to for the main story, so I imagine like around 3 after this, maybe 3 more in this game, and then I guess we'll just jump right into Trail's 3rd. Oh yeah, I bought Cold Steel 1 and 2 on this winter Steam sale because they were like freaking 50 to 60% off. Hopefully Crossbell 1 goes on a bigger sale before I need to play it.
The market has regained its normal energy. I've only got almost function once again. Or I've heard that may prove to be our greatest challenge.
Oh my god, I gotta talk to you guys. So, spill the deets. Oh, welcome everyone. If you're looking for the mayor, she's gone out with Lila, you know, on one of them friggin' dates. Ah! I think they went to the church. Oh, to get married? Okay, Mayor motherfucking Maybell first. I hate. Why does it do that? Lila. Miss Maybell is overseeing things at the market. In other words, as always, she's skipping out on her prayers. Given the current situation, I can't really scold her too much, but whenever anything is settled, I intend to ever pay these debts. I am rooting for you, Lila. There you are.
It seems the market has reclaimed its calm. Stabilizing the prices seems to have done the trick. The younger merchants are adding their own twist to things as well. At this rate, I can probably relax and just step back and watch.
Mayor Maybell's the best! Okay, somebody you need here is gonna give me Gambler Jack. Oh, that's a girl. This is what I've been waiting for! Sales, special offers, deals! Oh, what a sweet sound. And just hearing the word actually makes my spirits rise. Oh god, favorite anime? Oh god, I couldn't even... let's see. Oh god. I gotta say, one of the animes that shaped me the most when I was growing up is an oddly relevant one now, is Trigun. Trigun is the thing. I have a favorite anime that a lot of people don't like, so I'm not going to say what it is. But there are a lot of others that I've absolutely enjoyed throughout the ages. And there's like a bird outside making all weird. Jeez. Yeah, Dragon Stampede. So hard to believe that after so many years, Dragon is being remade. It's not SAO. It's not SAO. It's not SAO. Huh? A sale at a time like this? That actually makes me very happy. That's Boo's market for you. I really know how the citizens are feeling. One person in here is gonna give me fucking gambler tag.
The market's finally back to its normal feet. I'd like to say I'll be able to focus my appreciation of antiques.
Hey, Lore, give me some gambler jack lore.
I went to the Opal factory to get the rails to fix, but going to the shop owner is actually broken. Pretty tired too. Apparently it's bombarded by people with similar problems.
I know, Doors, right? Right. I feel the exact same way, Doors. It's not SAO. It's not SAO. It's not SAO. I honestly, I still haven't seen SAO. All I know of it is from memes and, like, you know, fan word of mouth.
Apparently the whole market's doing some kind of support sale. Mom's even more energetic than normal.
Oh, I can tell you one of them. Since I was thinking about Gundam earlier, two of my all-time favorite series are, what is it? What's the name? Gundam 08th MS Team and Gundam Unicorn. And season 1 of Witch from Mercury was amazing. I can't wait until it continues. But yeah, two of my favorites, 08th MS Team and Unicorn are some of my favorite Gundam series. Love them. G Gundam was fun. G Gundam was really fun.
We're in the middle of a market-wide sale, so I've got some special stuff on offer. With the idea of all the guys over at the fruit store. I think it was a really good one. So then I gotta make sure I keep my voice up there with everyone else's.
Are you selling it?
Nope.
Oh my god. What? What is this freaking Undertale? Oh my god. I'll just get this because we're swimming in Mira. Oh my god. I mentioned this in the other stream, in Lobotomy Corporation. Yeah, I had no idea Steins Gate had a manga. I thought it was, I thought it only had the anime and the visual novel.
Ah, the market's so nice. Hearing everyone's voices fills me with energy. I'm glad I decided to come.
Somebody give me the goddamn gambler jack!
The market really does bring up with sales going on.
Oh yeah, the one I was talking about is Baccarina. I think that one is adorable, which is a visual novel that became an anime and a manga. It's in just a very cute, funny, lighthearted series. With a bunch of romance. It's just a very comfort food type thing.
It's like the life is finally back into it the first time in a while. We're not Lady Mare here to check up on things. Everyone's pushing themselves even harder.
Market-wide sales. Nothing to do with me. After all, my store's running sales every day. Well, as a supporting shop, I do intend to at least offer some stuff at a loss. Hey, you! Read this book and cheer up.
Yeah! Whoa, thanks! Gantz. Oh my god. Okay. Jesus Christ. That's a manga for sure. Wow. Are you okay, buddy?
The lady who runs confectionery shops got her usual cheerful smile back. Maybe that fiancé of hers who runs the ice cream stand cheered her up. If by some crazy chance he did, I guess I could acknowledge him. I hope he keeps looking after her from here on out.
God, Gantz, jeez. God, we've done it! We've done it! Gambler Jack! And the OST here is a bit depressing, so I want to get... There we go. Here we go! Now for the real part of the stream. We've done it. We've collected all the pieces of Exodia. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, wow. It's perfect. It's a perfect fit. Look at this. Oh, it's a beautiful thing. Oh, my God. You'd love to see it. Let's go. Chapter 1, The Girl. A Calvert Republic. There's a city in this country. A place where migrants from the east have recreated their homeland down to the bright lacquered tiles. Nicknamed the Eastern Quarter, it's a vibrant place, bustling and hot. Orbital buses trundle down the main street lined with stands of fragrant Eastern cooking, as the welcoming cries of sellers rise and fall over a crowd of travelers from every nation. A place where the cultures of East and West meet. Yes, it was a place that bore the mantle well. On the north outskirts of the town, a little rundown bar. Doubtless it had been fashionable once, but now the plaster was crumbling and what doors were left barely fit their pitted frames. Of course, such a seedy place attracted a clientele to match. Lawless and violent, it was home. I don't know who's saying this.
Sorry, looks like Marvin again.
Oh, said a low voice that echoed through the crowded room. The voice belonged to Jack. Gambler Jack. He was of medium size and in his early 30s, a man in his prime. The frayed shirt he wore had seen better days, but the accessories adorning his body were of obvious worth. None of them were right for a man like him, just like the blue glint in his eyes. Compared to the dirty, poor, and desperate thugs around him, he looked out of place. Jack was always to be found at the bar, gambling or sharing around with the dregs of the town. Sometimes fighting, sometimes drinking, he passed his days in idle recreation. I turned down the BGM. I don't think that's a thing I can possibly do. Is that a thing I can do? Well, let me finish this chapter. As usual, Jay found him hunched at the bar. He'd been deep in his cup since early noon. It was the same as always. Another day, just like any other, was stretching out before him. And into the familiar scene cut the shriek of the door opening. A new customer stepped into the same old bar. But who was this new arrival? It was a girl, unlike any other he had seen before. Why are you calling chapter 1 The Girl when she doesn't show up to the last sentence? Alright, I'm guessing it's an option. Oh, here we go. Is this a good volume? Is this a good volume for it? Is that good? For volume for the background music? Good? Okay. Chapter 2. The Offer. The girl strode into the bar and closed the door without turning a wrench. There was no hesitation in her manner. It seems her arrival was no accident. Her face was determined, but her confident entrance couldn't erase the lingering innocence of youth there. Even the best liar wouldn't try and claim she was more than 18. Dark brown eyes and hair suggested she was Eastern. But her nose and features made it hard to be sure. The girl slowly walked forward. With each step, her cute little knees peeked out from under the trim cut of her skirt. Not shirt, jeez. Her outfit was designed without any sense of decoration. It seems her taste lay more along the lines of utility than style. Maybe because of that Eastern symbol necklace on her chest couldn't help but look equally unremarkable. The lack of volume in that area probably had something to do with that as well. Jesus Louises. Alright, getting kind of creepy. Seemed like it'd be some time before she really bloomed. Appearance bearing the signs of East and West both, and simple, unembellished clothes. The girl might have been speared if the Eastern Quarter made flesh. She caught the eye of one of the punks hanging about almost instantly.
Haha, girly, little girly,
he slurred.
wanna have some fun with me?
As he spoke. Wow, what a juice. He grabbed the girl's wrist with one greasy hand. It happened in an instant. Her arm flew up, dislodging the punk's grip. Now freed, her hand disappeared into her skirt and then slid out with a massive gleaming black iron. She pressed into the space between his eyes. Oh, yeah! Oh, this just got awesome. She pressed into the space between his eyes. He stared at the object for a moment before collapsing to his knees in fear. It was an Ouroboros gun of cunning make, a high-caliber Verne Company model. If she'd shot that firearm, the punk would have lost his head instead of his bladder. It was not your average self-defense weapon. Holy shit! It's the latest model, she purred. Want to see what it can do? She was cool and calm. The barrel of the gun didn't waver a bit. If she fired, her aim would be perfect. Overwhelmed by the girl, gun, or both, the punk couldn't move a muscle. Everyone else in the bar remained frozen as well. All eyes were on the girl.
Hey, miss,
Oh, it's a different dude.
Hey, miss, hate to ask, but could you let him off with that?
Maybe the speaker couldn't stand it anymore, or maybe it was disturbing his drink. But the husky central voice broke through the silence. It was Jack. Oh, that's Jack, sorry. Still planted firmly in his chair, breath smelling of liquor, he continued.
I'm sure he's very sorry and he's learned his lesson.
He shot the punk a meaningful look. And as if in answer to it, the punk started nodding his head vigorously.
Yeah.
I've come to gamble, the girl said suddenly. She lowered the gun in her left hand. Her expression remained cool and detached.
Sounds good. Come on over here. Give me everything you got.
Jack's words had an immediate impact. Not on the girl, but on the gathered goons and hoods. They all shared a glance. Each and every one of them with the dirtiest grin you could imagine. Oh my god. Wow, she went into the wrong place. Challenge at high noon. Jack and the girl moved over to the table in the back. Unlike the other pitted and sticky furniture, this table was smooth and polished to a shine and seemed meant for gambling. Without a word, both took their seats. Jack sat against the wall and the girl faced him straight on. I wonder, did she really come to gamble? I wonder. The other patrons were captivated. Helplessly fascinated by the match, they snuck glances at the pair, ears straining to listen in. The bar filled with fidgety silence. The girl's game of choice was poker. Jack accepted wordlessly. After a brief exchange to confirm the terms of the challenge, they settled on bets. It was to be 100 mira a hand. Not even enough to buy a beer.
But Jack considered that fair for a match against a kid and said as much.
I wonder why so much. I bet she's looking for somebody to do a job for her. Like maybe like someone is in danger and she needs help. The dealer was the small fry punk from before. Jack gave him a quick eye signal. First hand. Both discarded just one card. Jack called and the girl stood. Jack had 2 pairs, the girl had just one. Jack was the winner.
Sorry, little missy.
He drawled. He raised his glass to her and down the amber liquid in a single decisive gulp. Second hand. Both discarded just one card. Perhaps trying to look confident, Jack let out a big, clear sigh. The girl called and Jack stood. The girl had 2 pairs, Jack had the same. But the cards told the tale. The girl's hand had the high card. It was the girl's win.
What?
His hand that had been toying with the glass froze. Immediately, he glanced over at the punk who was stealing. The other man avoided his gaze. Wait, was he trying to cheat or is he just not used to losing? Something wrong? The girl asked. Her words were even and her face betrayed nothing.
No, forget it,
he said. As she swapped out some cards, the game suddenly took on a new angle. The look on Jack's face changed instantly. Light clearing his throat, Jack put the glass on the table with his left hand. Then once more he cleared his throat. The dealer, recognizing the signal, picked up the cards again. It was their code for deal normally next round. Oh my god! Oh, so he was in cahoots with the dealer. Jeez. Third hand. As expected, each discarded just one card. Jack called and the girl stood. Jack's hand was a full house.
How about that?
He crowed. With a flourish, Jack laid his cards on the table. The bar patrons snickered into their cups. The girl set down her own cards without a word. 4 sevens. It was the girl's win. The bar once again returned to silence. Oh. That was chapter 3. Wow, we are blazing through these. The other novel was longer, it feels like. Oh, is it his daughter? Ultimately, it was the girl's win. The silence in the bar was punctuated only by the sounds of a raucous argument on the street. Holding back the laughing bubbling up, Jack asked the girl a question.
Hey, Missy. Where, oh, where did you learn to be this good?
The girl made no reply. Instead, she took the cards into her hands and began shuffling. They flew back and forth with exquisite grace between her long fingers. She dealt 5 to Jack, then 5 to herself. Show them. Jack turned over the cards. Jack's hand was 4 jacks. The girl's hand held 4 kings. Oh, wow.
That's...
Jack was rendered speechless when he saw the cards. Jack doesn't beat king, she said. Dang. At the word king, murmurs rippled through the bar. King was the handle of a legendary gambler, said to be the best in the public until his death. The card technique the girl had shown was one of the ones King had been so... Wait. Is there a typo here? I'm guessing had been so famous for, Jack doesn't beat King, she said.
Ooh, just who are you?
Jack asked the girl. The girl gave him a long, cold look before speaking. You probably don't know me, but I know you very well, she said. Hello, Victory Jack. My name is Hallie. I'm the daughter of King, who you killed. Oh!
You're King's daughter.
Jack had never even met King's daughter, not in person, no.
But nonetheless, he did have memories of her. King had been a doting father that had drilled holes in Jack's ear with endless stories about her. Wait, so why did he kill him then?
I see. So King's daughter has come to kill me, huh?
The atmosphere in the bar was suddenly charged.
All right then. Kill me.
The words casually leapt from Jack's mouth. It's a line no one in the bar would have ever expected. He tapped his chest.
The heart's here. Make sure you aim well.
The girl, Hallie, quietly drew her orbital gun. Her aim, of course, was Jack's heart. Hallie's fingers sought out the trigger of her gun. There wasn't a man in the bar who could find the courage to stop her. The punks in hoods just cowered, whispering from their seats.
Shut up, all of you.
Jack shouted over the buzz. The chatter in the bar stilled. Grinding his back teeth, Jack looked straight into the girl's eyes.
That's right. My goal is revenge, she said. But it won't mean anything like this.
Hallie lowered her gun. As Jack watched the barrel of the weapon slide away from his chest, confusion creased his face. Hallie continued talking.
Over these last 3 years, I've spent blood, sweat, and tears to learn to be as good as I am.
With that, the girl threw a card into Jack's face. It was some kind of invitation.
I have a stage that's better suited to settling this already. We'll finish our match there at that place. It'll be one of the poker matches that you love so dearly. The misery and bitterness my father tasted. I'll make sure you eat your full share of that dish.
With the threat lingering in the air, Hallie disappeared from the bar. Unable to grasp the meaning in the girl's words, Jack just sat there for a while. Finally picked up the card that had fallen to the floor and read the text printed on it.
Tomorrow night at 10, come to the harbor.
Harbor, huh? Can't be.
A sense of foreboding ran through the back of Jack's mind. As he was about to crush the card in his hand, a small signature on the back caught his eye. Enrique. That penmanship was familiar. It was also the name of a man Jack knew.
Oh, man.
Jack's sense of foreboding would prove right. So what is he, like an assassin? Like, why did he kill her father? King. On the night after the day Hallie visited, Jack headed to the harbor as the card instructed. In a rare show of sobriety, he hadn't had a drop of booze. He realized at some point that he was being followed. On top of that, he knew it'd be someone acting on behalf of that man, Enrique.
Don't worry.
He yelled as he stopped and turned.
I ain't gonna run or hide from this.
No one answered.
What a boring fella.
Turning back around, Jack continued on. That night was a dark one. No moonlight or stars pierced the cloud-shrouded sky. Jack had only had the road lamps to go by as he walked alone through the empty streets. The grand match between him and King. As he walked, memories of it flooded back. His legendary skills had earned him a nickname to match, King. He had been Jack's teacher and his greatest rival. 7 years ago, Jack and King had played the game of their lives. It was Jack who found himself the winner. Their game was used by the privileged in the underworld of the Republic to decide the outcome of a struggle for power. King, forced to take responsibility for losing, was killed. I see. Though indirect, it could not be denied that Jack's win had been King's ultimate loss. Around an hour after leaving the bar, he reached the harbor. The smell of refuse and brine wafted in on a warm breeze. An enormous boat was floating on the dark night sea just ahead, waves lapping quietly at its sides. Its hull was painted a solid black, making it almost impossible to see. It was the boat Jack and King had been on 7 years before. As Jack approached the gangway, he was met by a small silhouette from the shadows, Hallie.
"Welcome, Victory Jack," she said. "I really didn't think you would come all the way out here on your own 2 feet. Have to admit, you've got courage."
Normally, Jack might have had a joke or comeback. But tonight alone, he was a very different man. Glancing at Hallie, he boarded the ship without a word. The light from the portal shone blue, glinting off his eyes as he passed. The sound of the steam whistle was swallowed by the lonely darkness. And slowly the ship slipped free from this harbor and out to sea. The Banquet of Darkness. Jeez. We're already halfway through, my god. Well, we will be after this chapter. The ship was utterly silent as it cut through the velvety darkness of the night. In contrast to the stillness and inky black of the outside, one layer down the ship's interior was filled with light and sound. Furnishings from every part of the continent adorned the walls, and a band of musicians played a cheery song. The orbital glow of a chandelier imported from the Burl shone down on every form of human desire. In the hall built into the center of the ship, guests laughed and chatted. They appeared to be the finest of ladies and gentlemen, but each and every one were a part of the seedy Republican underworld. They were the type of folks that spoke of murder as easily as one would do dinner or fine wine. Their faces hadn't changed much in 7 years. In the furthest depths of the hall, there was a discreet seating for the highest rank of the lot. And just like 7 years ago, there was a certain group of men there. Oh, I see. I think I know what might happen. I wonder. Hallie is probably wanting to take revenge at everyone at the same time, I bet. Maybe sink the ship. One old man was flanked by several bodyguards. His name was Chief Minister Shamrock. He was the host of the party aboard the ship. A long white beard trailed down his chest. It was a symbol, and also the symbol of power. They were retired several years before. They continued to serve in an advisory role to many organizations. Retirement had done nothing to slow his influence on the nation. He was a man well worthy of being called the monster of the underworld. Chief Minister Shamrock held this party once every year as a place for the powerful to meet and share useful information. Of course, there were many in the group who could hardly be called friendly in their attitude. 2 of these such men were Enrique and Juan. Enrique, 7 years ago and this time, was the man who twice now built this plan for a gambling match. Originally, he had been an arms dealer, but 10 years before, when he started dealing with the Eastern Quarter, he expanded his business to smuggling drugs and became a villain on the rise, the best of the new class. Conversely, Juan was a villain whose roots ran deep in this region back to even before the Eastern Quarter. He was the kind of man who rules from the top, commanding gangs of thugs, punks, and the like. Over the last 10 years in the Eastern Quarter, Enrique and Juan have been in the middle of a territory dispute. It was a flight
a fight of new versus old. Neither side yielded a reg, and every drop of blood was washed away with more blood in the fights. It was at the height of that situation 7 years ago that Enrique had suggested a duel with gambling as the theme. Oh boy. A one-on-one. Full cheating match. Full cheating match? What? Between the best of gamblers. Cheating match? On that match, they would both wager their territory in the Eastern Quarter. He brought the suggestion to Juan as a way to reduce the amount of profitless bloodshed at least a bit. At first, Juan had been against it, but the endless fighting was taking a toll on his own organization. Enrique expressed the idea to Chief Minister Shamrock, and the advisors of the Underworld permitted the match. Oh yeah, I forgot that. Even so, Juan was an old-fashioned man and not the type to easily jump to new ideas. As the Chief Minister, Shamrock was also advisor to Juan's group. With him having granted permission, Juan could hardly refuse the match. Alright, you guys, I just have to, a quick bathroom break and I'll be right back. Yeah, it does feel like they're playing kaiju rules, like if they're allowed to fucking cheat. Alright, I'm back. Chapter 8. Hallie. The clock chimed the 11th hour. The match between Jack and Hallie was to start at midnight exactly. Oh, right away, halfway. She waited the interim in Enrique's room.
Your father became ill and died 7 years ago.
That's what the girl had heard from her mother, but 3 years ago, she learned her father had died in a match. Hallie didn't have any memories. Oh, I thought that was Enrique talking, sorry.
Your father became ill and died 7 years ago.
Hallie didn't have many memories of her father. She spent her childhood with her mother. That was exactly why, though, that each and every one of them
One was engraved into her heart as irreplaceable treasures. The things she remembered best were the sights, and the gambling dens. She didn't often get to go along, but to her, the way her father could silence even the most finely dressed gentleman with his near magical card handling was something she admired with all her heart. The last memory Hallie had was of him taking her hand when she was in bed and telling her not to worry. Oh, God. Maybe that memory was what kept her from believing what her mother said about how her father died. After all, how could that strong, healthy man from that memory drop dead of illness so suddenly? One fateful moment, out shopping for her mother, she found herself heading on a whim to one of the gambling dens in the back street. Then, overhearing some chatter from a few thugs, she came to understand the truth of her father's death. After all, to the types who frequent gambling dens, a match from 7 years ago was too famous not to talk about. Having learned the truth, she found herself consumed by one single emotion, the desire for revenge on Jack. I think it was forbidden in the Empire, not in the Void Dweller. Swearing she had become as good as her father, Hallie began frequenting the gambling dens and played with that one burning wish guiding her hands. It was Enrique who, hearing rumors, spoke to Hallie first. 7 years before, betting on Jack, he had claimed victory in his conflict with Juan. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Yeah. No, she's totally setting up to get revenge on Enrique, I bet. And now he saw a chance to do the same again by setting King's daughter against Jack. And so he brought the idea of recreating the match to her. To Hallie was the perfect means to an end. Cutting off connection with her mother, she joined Enrique's group. Aww. Being blessed with the talent to begin with and having abandoned all else to focus on improving, she reached King's level in barely 3 years. Jesus Christ! Talk about a prodigy! Hallie's eyes were distant as she waited quietly for the match. Perhaps those 3 years were running through them. Still seated, she bowed her head and let a big long sigh.
No need to let the weight of this drag you down, you know?
Enrique said softly to her.
Don't worry,
she replied.
Now that I'm here, my heart is as light as a feather.
Her face betrayed the lie in her words as a flicker of sorrow creased her features. But it was only for a moment. In the next, she was back to the same poker face.
Right now, the only thing on my mind is seeing Jack lose.
Hearing Hallie's words, Enrique's lips twisted up. Perhaps it was confidence in his victory that warped his face. This chapter 9, Nostalgia. While Hallie sat and contemplated her past, Jack was hunched at the bar counter in the main hall. It was a spot with a full view of the setting for the match to come. He stared at the stage, never once even touching the drink he'd ordered. Same seats, same colors. The more he looked at it, the more he felt as if the events of 7 years ago had happened only yesterday. A voice startled Jack from his reverie. Interesting word to use for this franchise.
How about a drink on me then, eh, old chum?
Without turning, he wordlessly shook his head. Jack didn't need to look through 7-year-old memories to know that the voice all too well. It was Juan. 7 years ago, Juan had bet on King's victory and lost. The one who had punished King with death was without a doubt this man. Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, I thought it was the other guy who killed him. Okay, but it's, okay. Because I thought, like, the opponent would get to kill them, but, it's his own dude that killed. Oh, okay. No, so it's totally, yeah, so he's the true villain here.
Jack, your skills took down even King. I'm looking forward to seeing them again.
And with that, Juan disappeared.
Jack taking down King, huh?
Jack's lips twisted into a bitter smile. The clock ticked steadily away. It was 11:50. The match will begin in 10 minutes. This is gonna be some crazy Tarantino shit soon, I bet. The guests had begun to gather in the hall. Every one of them seemed to have been waiting eagerly for this night. Many had been money riding on the outcome. Compared to Enrique or Juan's contest, though, they had barely anything to lose. Hallie followed Enrique out into the hall. Taking her seat immediately, she sat quietly, eyes straight ahead. She was bothered by the crowd at the enormity of the event. She gave no sign. Oh wow! Awesome Mirage. After watching Hallie take her place, Jack slowly rose from his spot at the bar. Unlike Hallie, Jack had a bit of a name, and as he stepped forward from the crowd called out. It brought back more memories of himself from 7 years ago, excited by the crowd and elated by the game. Jack and Hallie were both seated now. The card table in the center of the hall lay between them. The two faced each other, and yet their gazes never met even once. In total silence, time passed. Shortly after the two took their seats, a black-garbed man sat in a chair across from them both. Just like 7 years ago, he was the dealer provided by Chief Minister Shamrock. That's amazing, Hollow Mirage. I always wanted to create a half-gnome, half-dwarf wizard artificer who basically has a thing that she crawls around on, like a kind of like a spider walker that she constantly walks on that greatly increases her movement speed. That's her main automaton, and she casts spells from a distance. But anyway, back to this. That's a character I always wanted to create. The dealer pressed a switch below the card table. Slowly, the table area sank into the floor, allowing the guests in the hall a bird's-eye view of the duel. From behind their respective backed players, Juan's group and Enrique's group cast intense gazes at the gambler's hands. Further back, behind it all and watching over everything, was Chief Minister Shamrock.
Now then, ladies and gentlemen, tonight we have a revenge.
Oh, that's Enrique.
Now then, ladies and gentlemen, tonight we have a revenge match.
Enrique yelled, unable to contain his excitement. It had been 7 years since they had such a high-stakes game. The crowd answered Enrique's introduction with a roar of approval. Wait, was that... Oh yeah, that's the end of the chapter. I love that the mouse goes directly to the one that you read last, so you know which one is the next one. Alright, 5 more to go. The match. Here we go. I guess, like, it totally feels like it's leading up to a big shootout after the match. Chapter 10, the match. Separated by the small card table, the two faced off. Each player had a mountain of chips to wager. When someone's pile was reduced to nothing, the match would be over. The clock struck midnight. In the silence following the chime, the grand match between Jack and Hallie began. At first, the match was totally even. For every hand Jack won, Hallie won another. Really? Oh, wow. Going back and forth. Whenever Hallie won a hand, Jack had the next. Neither gave a reg. How do you pronounce that? I keep saying reg. Like, Is that the right pronunciation? Please tell me.
The ones most surprised by this close contest were Juan and his crew. Everyone who had been on Jack started to jeer and hoot. During the match, time and time again, I'm guessing it's being like broadcast on screens. Like, how can everybody see it? During the match, time and time again, Hallie spoke to Jack. Using conversation to distract your opponent was all part of the game, but Hallie's persistence went beyond his tactics. However, Jack never said a single word back to her. Oh, I was actually saying it correctly. Thank you so much, Hala Mirage. 30 minutes passed. Breaking the silence, Jack suddenly spoke.
Once upon a time, there was a man.
In a voice so soft the crowd could barely hear, he continued.
This man had something he admired. He wanted to become the thing he admired. And he wanted to win against the object of his admiration.
I see.
And through it all, he was drawn closer to that which he admired.
Both laid down their hands. Jack had one pair, Hallie had two. Chips moved from Jack's mountain to Hallie's. What is it, Jack? That's all part of your plan. Hallie would occasionally add a sarcastic remark, but Jack just kept on telling the story.
The man stole some tricks from that which he admired, and practiced his own skills as best he could. In the end, his efforts eventually made him strong enough that the people called him Victory. At some point, there was someone who took notice of that reputation. He thought, why not pit the best against each other? There's no show that could be better.
Here we go. Yeah, Enrique is feeling the sweat. Yeah, jeez. I honestly want them both to work together and just try to kill Juan and Enrique. That's what I want to happen in the story.
Enrique's ears twitched. Something in what Jack was saying bothered him.
The man gladly accepted the offer for the show. It was the match of a lifetime with that which he admired most, after all.
The man's heart danced with excitement. Back then, the man was a young fool who didn't see the world around him for what it was. Certainly, he'd never thought about what it would really mean to lose that match. Hallie listened but made no reply. At some point, she had started to pay attention to Jack's story. The audience was just the same. Everyone in the hall strained to hear the tale tumbling softly from Jack's lips. Two played their cards. Jack had no pair. Hallie had a full house. Chips moved from Jack's mountain to Hallie's.
Alright, keep going. The decisive moment.
Jack, Hallie chided. You're so busy talking you've forgotten to play the game. Enough. I'll settle things here now.
Hallie's words reignited the crowd. The silent hall burst into excited chatter as she pushed forward every last chip in her pile. Perhaps she was just that confident. But Hallie already had a significant lead on Jack. He couldn't possibly accept that bet. Could he?
To match my bet, since you seem a little short, how about you wager your life?
Hallie reached under the table and unholstered her horrible gun. She set it and a bullet on the table by her chips.
If I win, say goodbye to life here and now.
Jack leaned back in his chair and whistled.
Now how can I accept such a stupid bet?
But Jack's words betrayed the expectations of the audience. Expectations he didn't mean to follow.
Alright, that bet. I'll call it. One way or another, when I lose, I'm dead.
Again, the audience exploded in excitement. What is his endgame here? He's gonna win, clearly, because that's what the story seems to be leading to. Enrique looked overjoyed. Juan sat quietly without comment. Neither side changed out a single card, both hid their cards.
So, what happened to that man?
Hallie asked, seemingly smug with victory. Or possibly she was just asking to hear Jack's final words.
The man never won against the one he admired.
Really? What happened? Did King throw the match? Silence followed in the wake of his words, and that well-known Hallie's unfailing mask shattered to pieces. Her true expression, shown at last, was full of a rage that even Enrique had never seen. What are you saying? You won, didn't you? Here in this very hall! Tears flooded Hallie's eyes. And in doing so, you made a fool of my papa! Jack leaned forward. His eyes locked on hers.
No. Your father never lost. Not to me. He never felt even a second of misery or frustration. Your father, King, to protect what mattered to him, he chose to lose the match himself.
I knew it.
King's pride has never been touched.
Oh, wow. Yep. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Now, are they gonna both go sicko mode on Enrique and Juan? Enrique panicked when he heard this. He sent thugs forward to silence Jack. Here we go. But with a snap of his fingers, Juan sent his own men to stop Enrique from interfering and asked Jack to explain his words. The crowd was in an uproar. At the sign from Chief Minister Shamrock, the dealer flipped both players' cards. Oh, wow! Jack had 4 kings, Hallie 4 jacks. It was a total upset victory for Jack. The crowd's calls died down until silence was once again absolute in the hall.
See?
Jack muttered.
Jack can't beat King.
The truth, here we go. The charged battle had closed with Jack's dramatic upset of a victory. Putting aside Jack's words for the moment, Juan took a moment to appreciate the relief he felt from Jack's win. Conversely, Enrique sat stunned, head in his hands. Hallie stared blankly at the cards. Her eyes were wide, disbelieving. No way. How did you? 4 kings? That should be my hand! Hearing this, Enrique began to object violently. Jack had cheated, he insisted. The match was a wash. No, that Jack had lost for breaking the rules.
Give it up, Don Enrique.
Juan said.
If you think so, then how about you show us, huh? Show us exactly what it is that Jack did.
Juan stood resolutely, arms crossed.
Cheating's fine as long as you're not caught.
Oh, wow. Interesting. It was a core rule of the match, and Enrique knew it, so that's what they meant by cheating allowed. I see. There was nothing he could say back that could lay bare the trick. He started to pick over every single thing that Jack had done.
Impossible.
Jack did not at all. Oh, that's Jack.
Impossible.
Jack did not at all with a single word.
There's a technique that King used 7 years ago now. I didn't even know it at the time, so there's no way Mr. Enrique could.
Ooh, so he used the same thing. He did the same thing that King did. Jack's gaze moved to Hallie.
To make me win, to keep you safe, Hallie. King used this very trick. Truly a trick worthy of a king.
Head bowed, he continued.
I never understood. If he had a great trick like this up his sleeve, then what on earth would make King do something dumb and throw away a match? I hated King for that, you know. Hell, I spent these 7 years consoling myself by drowning in booze.
Jack looked up, eyes bright.
But yesterday I finally understood. That invitation of yours, Hallie. The moment I saw Mr. Enrique's name on it, everything connected in my head. It was that day 7 years ago. Right around there. Hallie, here, King's daughter. She was in bed, struck with an unknown disease.
Oh my god. Jack's word had Hallie on like a fish on a hook. So what if I was? That isn't any kind of answer at all. Jack continued on, ignoring her.
And around 7 years ago, around then I'd heard a certain rumor about Mr. Enrique. Word was he'd gotten his hands on some kind of special poison. It was something like that anyway.
Here we go. Come on. Can't wait for the Tarantino ending here. Come on. Perhaps some other people had heard this rumor too, for a wave of whispers ran through the crowd. Enrique just stared at the ground, biting his lip.
Hallie, suffering from an unknown disease. The rumors around Mr. Enrique at the time. And lastly, King and the way he chose to lose me on purpose. The only thing that links these three together is one simple truth.
Da 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 da. Juan leapt to his feet, fury writ all over his features. He began screaming at Enrique.
You! 7 years ago you poisoned this girl, and then you threatened King with it!
Chapter 13, The Sense.
You put poison into this girl, and then threatened King, didn't you?
Every word from Juan's mouth made Hallie stiffen like she had been punched. Shocked voices rippled through the audience. Before Juan's demands, Enrique desperately tried to pull a defense together. He also tried to conceal his shaking, but the certainty of his guilt was too obvious. Under the suspicious eyes of his fellow criminals, the way he tried to make excuses was somehow ironic. Everyone began to believe what Jack was saying. Of course, there was no proof anywhere that Enrique had poisoned Hallie 7 years ago. But Enrique's claims didn't make any sense to them. Conversely, Jack's made far too much. In the Underworld, betrayal was a constant companion. That's precisely why, though, in this word, sense, rational and logicality in events was so important. As long as he played by that rule, proof didn't mean a thing. It was clear that Enrique would be punished somehow, and this fact finally dawned on him. He ceased his protestations. Hallie merely stood, utterly still. She was rocked by so much emotion of so many kinds that it rooted her to the floor. "My father never lost," she whispered. The truth was a comforting balm to her heart, at the same time filled her with a deep sense of loss. Her father had chosen death himself. The very thought of it was far too big and far too sad. The flames of revenge that had fueled her action suddenly and utterly went out, and her once burning drive died. Soon all that remains was thin smoke and cold white ash where her anger had been. "That means that for me, Papa." Oh wow, oh god damn it. The one time a character actually has a fucking accent and I didn't realize. Fucking hell. The feelings that began to well up turned to words, and as they parted from her, something snapped. Falling to the floor, Hallie curled up in a ball and began to cry like a child. Glancing at Hallie from the corner of his eyes, Juan put a hand on Jack's shoulder and patted him in a congratulatory way.
Tonight's been better than I could have ever possibly imagined. I'll do anything you ask if it's in my power,
he whispered to Jack.
And give me Ellie.
What does that mean? Jack said without a moment's hesitation. Juan was hard-pressed to answer. No matter how pitiable he found Hallie, she was still a pawn of Enrique's. Even if there were to be punishments meted out for the events of 7 years ago, her freedom was very much in question.
Give Jack what he wants. Would it really be such a problem?
The voice from behind both of them froze every person in the hall. All eyes turned to a single point. Oh, that's Shamrock. Oh, no, that was, Hallie. That was Hallie saying that voice. The one drew to their gaze
who drew their gaze with the bearded consultant of the Underworld, Chief Minister Shamrock.
Giving her the girl isn't a problem. Right, Enrique?
Enrique nodded weakly. At last, the ship was filled with cheers and celebration. To each their own wish. Jack and Hallie returned to the harbor at dawn. Oh wow, I was expecting like things to go like belly up, given the beginning. It's incredible how that was resolved. Jeez. Jack and Hallie returned to the harbor at dawn. As if it had been an illusion all along, the enormous ship disappeared in the morning fog. What will you do with me then? Hallie asked.
Nothing, you're free.
Jack said.
I doubt anyone will ever try to use your life in any deals ever again. Do whatever you wish.
Hallie was quiet a moment and then said, Hey Jack, why did you do all this for me? There was a glint of white teeth as Jack smiled slightly.
King put his life on the line to keep you safe. At the same time, King also saved my life as well. My life was given to me by King. Do you think it's only natural I'd use a life like that to make King's wish come true?
Papa's wish. Jack's smile disappeared.
I'm sure King regretted it 7 years ago. Regretted that he'd ever set foot into such a world of darkness. And that he'd ever put you, his daughter, in such danger. You at least should never have gotten wrapped up in this world. I'm sure that was King's wish.
Hallie didn't know what to say. Jack continued.
If you get it, then don't you ever come back to this world.
And with that, Jack strode away and left Hallie standing there by the sea. Ah, wow, that had a really nice ending. The Calvert Republic. There's a city in this country. A place where migrants from the east, dreaming of their homeland, have recreated their old towns right down to the bright lacquered tiles. On the north outskirts of that town was a little rundown bar. Over a week had passed from that fateful game. Jack could still be found there in that same old dingy bar. As always, he was at his liquor starting from noon. Really, still? Oh, I thought he would be more like, resolved of his so-called guilt a bit. He had settled things with his past, I see, but he hadn't changed from how he was before at all. No, he was changed. He drank less, and when he drank, he didn't throw it back like a man dying of thirst, but sipped slowly, enjoying it. Oh, good. Okay, good. On that day, once more, the door to the place opened with a sound like a shriek. A new customer stepped in the same old bar, and that new customer was Hallie. Jack choked on his whiskey.
Hallie, what are you doing in here? This ain't kind of the place you should be in.
Ignoring his sputtering, she pulled up a stool and smiled brilliantly at him. Hey, Jack, she said. Let's play a game, a real shocker of a match. But this time, all bets are off. Well, that's sweet. Just for fun. Well, that was a very nice story. Like, surprisingly, the least violent of all the stories. I guess he has like an adopted daughter in her. Alrighty then. I was expecting things to get way more violent, like especially from how the story started. I am shocked that things resolved that peacefully. Like shocked. Alright, so I do know there's one last thing I can do with Gambler Jack, and that is a place to turn things in. Okay, go to the 3rd floor of the Bracer Guild in, in the city, in Gransel. And, somebody will give you an item for getting all these stuff. Okay. Yes, stores.
puppets are more dangerous than gambling. Going backwards. I wasn't in Roland though, I was in Bose. You're right. It's kind of equally far either way, but okay. Alright, I'll go that way, I guess. This is where the lack of fast travel kind of hurts. Okay. I only got one more game in Liberal. Oh yeah, that's fucking tunnel. Yeah, you're right. When you're right, you're right. So I don't know if we'll do any story today, but I at the very least do want to hand in Gambler Jack and see what the new item does. I do hope the orbment will be turned back on. Like, hopefully the professor will have invented more end jammer cancelers. So, there we go. So everyone can have one, and you know, I can use casters again. And the only thing left, we've done all side content. The only thing left is one more liberal news. Yeah, I do know our like to continue the story, we go to the castle. So yeah, like depending on how long, like it's gonna be, I think at most 3 more streams, like for Trails 2. Oh wait, going to Grancel itself continues the story? Are you serious? I thought I was just going to the castle. Oh god. Really? Where are we? Oh no, we're in Grancel though, aren't we? Unless you're talking about like the city proper. I need to continue the story. Oh god damn it. Thing is, today was just supposed to be an episode people could skip if they want. Or, oh, not even going into the city. Hey, isn't that?
What the? That's a sound of an airship engine.
Oh my god. I didn't realize. Wait a second!
The only airships that can fly now are... there.
Oh my god. Society airships. Why are they here?
Damn, they're heading straight for the capital. Son of a bitch. We need to chase them now.
Oh, yep, that's right. The volume, BGM back. Yep, that's where I'm gonna stop. Doors. stuff is happening. Oh, wow. A full party. Oh, God, if we fight them 4v4. Oh, God. Imagine. Oh, my God. Wow, that would be a fight. You have to go to Ren first. And we would absolutely fucking need, Kevin in the party.
Shall we begin then, my friends? I guess if the Divine Blade was here, this might be a good time. Just beating up a bunch of weaklings whose guns don't even work. This ain't ever even gonna be a good way to kill time.
It's not too bad, you know. It's fun to just walk around and stuff and flip everyone into a soldier.
Well then, make sure not to call your paternoster down on them, love. All the little soldiers would run home instantly if you did.
Oh, that's boring! I was thinking of getting paternoster to help me smash that pretty little castle into dust.
Beauty in destruction, is it? It holds a certain charm of its own, I suppose.
You must be Ouroboros lackeys.
Oh, how wrong you are.
You sons of... So your airships still work, huh?
You really think lackeys would be dressed like this? Seriously, you absolutely fail at the game of spot the main character.
I believe this is our first formal meeting, soldiers of La Belle. I am Blue Blanc, the handsome, mysterious, fearless phantom thief of beauty. Walter the Direwolf, ladies. Try to put up something like a fight, would you?
Lucy only the bewitching belle. We won't be acquainted for long now.
And I'm Ren, the Angel of Slaughter. I wonder what you'll sound like when you're screaming your life out after I rip you open.
Casually introducing yourselves, we'll see if that confidence lasts. What are the odds of 4 uniquely dressed superpowered beings with all individual hair colors lasting against a bunch of trained soldiers who just so happen to have the all same hair and look exactly alike? They could never win. Ever. Stand ready, men. Charge!
Oh my God.
As flowers bloom and wither,
Oh my God, we are literally seeing it in game. Dang.
Think you can take this?
Damn, kids today, that's funny.
Just die.
Ooh, I love his voice. His voice is awesome. Oh, and he does confusion.
Shit.
Grown-ups sure are laid back.
Ready or not, here I come.
Oh God, this. Oh God, that fucking move. God. Blue Blanc didn't even need to fight. Jeez.
Ah!
Oh, there he is.
Remember, my good man, ultimately, this world and life is but a fantasy. I can break the fourth wall.
Ah!
Oh, here we go.
Allow me to show you a delicious nightmare!
Oh, I knew it. Okay, he does sound like Olivier. Okay, good. Good. Okay, so my voice is not too far off. Okay, good. He's supposed to really just sound like an evil Olivier. Alright, alright, cool. You're right, sir, because he literally did nothing personnel.
Seriously, nothing but trash.
Ah, darn!
We broke too easily.
Now, don't be so greedy. Perhaps the royal guard of the queen provide us with a bit more challenge.
One would hope, at least. Well then.
Wait, oh no, that's the society stuff.
We enforcers will head for Gransel Castle. Squad leaders, direct your platoons in taking of each block of Gransel as planned.
Aye, sir.
Oh boy. That's...
Hurry!
Oh boy.
Son of a... We have to help those we can.
There's no time.
Wheezy.
You're racist, right? Ouroboros. Enforcers passed by here moments ago. Seemed like they targeted Gransel Castle.
I knew it.
The rest enemy forces are taking over the city. We saved the city and the castle.
Estelle,
Right. I'm sorry, everyone, but we're going on ahead. Oh boy. Real. Oh. Oh. So we still get. I thought that meant that we would leave. Oh, another cutscene. Oh boy. Gransel got fucked up. No.
such indiscriminate destruction. Those bastards!
Here they come.
Oh, we have to fight. Oh god. I was not expecting to fight today. Well, this is a storyline fight, so. Oh my god. Okay, that's not nice.
Guys, come on!
There we go. All right. Wow, everyone's doing pretty. Oh god, they got blinded, so now they're fucking useless. Oh god, why does every enemy explode? Seriously, did they
the wrong guy.
think it's fucking funny or something? Why does every enemy explode?
Everyone! Who is this?
Almond!
Your timing is perfect. Hear about the business the Queen had with you, yes? That was the idea. What's going on? The army is in position along the eastern and western blocks of the city as we speak. The fighting is terrible. You need to leave it to them. You must give chase to the enforcers. They're heading for the castle.
But
Are you sure you don't need our help here?
I've evacuated the people on the street into the guild house. The army's evacuating the rest of the city.
okay. We'll head to the castle then.
Thank you. Adios, guide you and keep you safe. Before you go, take this.
Zarin powder.
Thank you, Almond. Good luck. I pray for your victory.
Alright, hopefully we can still rest up somewhere. Oh, let me take cloak off, I guess, because, you know, we should fight now. Let's see. There we go.
Done yet.
Pathetic. Oh. Oh, we can't go inside there. We could definitely go inside the bracer hill.
Oh, please! The capital! The capital is... My darling, are you okay? My darling, are you okay?
Oh, I remember these two!
I'm fine, dearest. I'm sure Adios of the Queen will do something. We simply have to endure it.
Sweet Adios. What the heck is going on?
Is this... Are we at war again? Even though we just signed a non-aggression pact.
No, you're not war with another country.
Before commanding the Red troops headed to the castle. I wonder if the Queen and Princess Claudia are alright.
Suddenly the red armor guys attacked. No matter how used to AAA, it's pretty startling.
I can't stop shaking. These people, they were really...
Oh God. One of the soldiers told me to evacuate. I wonder if that soldier's okay.
This is horrible. Who are they?
They're not troops of the Empire, are they? Stepping on the non-aggression pact we just signed and doing this. The only people who had the goal are the Imperials. No, 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 no.
Who are they? Seem like these four guys in weird clothes are commanding them, but
First Ordman stopped working and now this. It's so terrible.
Oh God, I don't know the name of the guy. Let me just make a save here. Because I do want to have one save where we have, where we do have all the volumes of Gambler Jack. Just talk up to everyone in here.
I wonder if Lloyd's okay over in Pose.
even should our building burn, the Fisherman's Guild will never die. As long as the passion for fishing in our hearts burns on, our dreams live on. Soldiers at Royal. Well, me taken down by just 4 people. I can't believe it.
The capital. The capital is burning.
Damn it! What's gonna happen to my shop?
God damn it, I guess we can't do ordnance here. Well, there's no way we could stand against those 4 without spells.
Had to drive Zacharias out of there by force. The idiot wanted to stay behind in the store. It was a close call.
It's probably you.
So you run the cafe?
Hey, I came out here shopping, then I suddenly got told to evacuate. I thought this would be a good time to read a book and calm down.
He already seems as calm as you can get, to be honest.
Oh, why I know that series, that giant library that you're just holding in your pocket. Is that Gambler Jack, the series popular in the Le Havre area? I've heard so much about, perhaps?
These novels?
Yes, that's right. It's a drama about a gambler with a curious fate set in the Republic.
I heard about that. If you get all of Cornelia in the first game, he gives you the best weapon for Estelle or Joshua. I heard that.
I've been wanting to read it for a long time.
Yeah? I do owe him a bit. All right, here you go. It's all yours, sir.
Oh, that isn't why I mentioned it.
Don't worry about it. Thanks for the great Korean coffee before.
That's very kind of you. I'd be happy to take them.
Handed over all of Gambler Jack.
You have my thanks. I'll stop reading right away to calm myself. Oh, and it's a token from my side. Allow me to offer you this.
Lemurian ore. What does that do?
This is... When I was still a diplomat, I picked this up in Ontario.
Where is Arteria? Oh, yeah, that's right. That's a country that we haven't seen yet. Arteria. That's where this headquarters of Septian Church is, isn't it? So it's like Vatican City. Kind of like.
Yes, that's right. In the distant past, back during the Zamorian era, things were made with this metal, apparently. Zamorian era must be incredibly old. Certainly I've never seen this alloy. I don't know how true it is. Incidentally, apparently the techniques to mold that metal have been lost.
Huh! Think about it. That makes it pretty incredible.
It isn't anything that incredible. But perhaps it'll be a good luck charm for you.
Yeah, thanks. Oh, what does it give you, like 99 luck or something? Let's see what it does. Oh, I can't seem to find it. Wait, what type of equipment is that? Oh, it's a key item? Really? Is that going to be important? Alright, let me just talk to these kids. Oh, tripped and hurt myself when I was running. I wonder if Dad and Mom are okay. Why did those people attack us? Nothing bad or anything. Really, people brought us here. I hope they're okay. Okay, you guys. Let me just heal everybody up. And with that, yeah, that's not worth that. With that, let me just make a new save. So that's used in like that's used somewhere further on, really. I wonder where the fuck you use it. It's almost to the end of the game. Yup. It's time to save Grancel from a siege again next time. Maybe, yeah, I said maybe around, I guess, 3 streams left in Trails 2, and then we'll start Trails 3. So until then, I will say, so long, farewell,
Rita saying goodnight. You're all the sweetest of hearts. See ya.